Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here, and welcome to another amazing episode of LinkedIn Live Q&A. I am fired up to be here today with you. I'm a little bit more casual today than normal because I just got back from a road trip last night with my wife. We drove about 26 hours over a series of a couple days. Well, not all in driving, but we went up to Virginia and Georgia and the DC area, all for a wedding, and then having some husband and wife time and some family time, and it was really enjoyable. And I'm a little busy today, getting back in the swing of things. Been gone for about 5 days or so, and really excited to be sharing here with you on this LinkedIn Live Q&A, where I get to share with you content and concepts and ideas and things to help you make the right connections on LinkedIn, and of course, answer your questions you have about the platform as a whole. I've been coaching on the platform since 2013, and I've had a lot of great clients and folks come across the computer screen and be able to help them like I love to help you guys on these weekly live LinkedIn Q&As. And in 2013, there were about 135 million people on LinkedIn. Today, 740 million people. So in 2013, that was about 8 years ago. It was 8 years ago. And in 2021, 740 million people on the platform. It is the world's largest professional platform. And what does that mean? Well, it's for folks looking to advance their career. They're looking to network online in the professional space. And it's really a joy and a passion of mine to be able to help you, people like you and like me, to know, live, and love the purpose for our career and finances. And within our career, we get to use LinkedIn as a tool to help us move forward. So hopefully you guys can hear this okay. There's what the software I use has some updates going on, and that it might affect a little bit of the volume today. But nonetheless, we will plow on, continue on, and teach and share and encourage on. That's what I do. So glad you guys are here. And let me go ahead and pull up what we're going to be operating in today. We're going to be going through the not three necessarily hot topics, but the three must-dos to help you advance your career on LinkedIn. And I'm really excited to be able to share these with you. These are things I think will really benefit you and help you move the needle within your use of the platform. So I want to remind you again, every week, every Wednesday, we're live on LinkedIn with our Q&A to help you get these things done. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you today what you see in front of you, how to use LinkedIn while in a job search, the three must-dos to advance your career, how to use LinkedIn while in a job search. And the question is, how do you define job search, right? Job search can be defined a number of ways, whether you're unemployed currently, you're definitely full on in a job search, you need revenue to come into your household, and you are looking to find that right employer. Basically, is what I teach is helping identify problems and seek to solve those problems. That's you right now. If you're unemployed, you're looking to apply your skills and your abilities and how you can be an asset to an organization, right, to be able to serve them. And when you serve them and their clients well, then you receive what? Revenue. You receive an income, you receive a salary or a paycheck or whatnot. So that's a noble thing. I think it's in the Bible that says if you don't work, you won't eat, right? And so we know that we need to work. We're made for work. I believe we're built for a purpose to work. And it may not be just for the paycheck. No, it's bigger than that. But one of the benefits we get is we get rewarded with cash. We get rewarded with a deposit in our account to be able to live and to be able to go and have experiences and so on and so forth and provide for yourself and your family. So what we're going to do is talk about how to use LinkedIn specifically on a job search. Now, I have weaves woven in different of these things every single week, but specifically really want to emphasize three main things, three main attitudes, three main perspectives. And we'll talk a little bit about some practical stuff, but I really want to help you today with perspective, with mindset, with understanding how to start with your mind and your thoughts, because those thoughts become actions, right? Those actions become habits. Habits become, a legacy, right? It becomes how you live your life, and how you live your life leaves a legacy. So again, thoughts become actions. Actions over time become habits. Habits can show people how you live your life, including yourself. And then as you leave a legacy after your time here on this earth, right? So how to use LinkedIn while in a job search. And you know me, if you've been paying attention to these weeklies, I want to encourage you to email me your questions. A lot of the questions I get provide opportunity for me to present to you the things like I'll present today. But sometimes there's some one-off questions or some different routes we need to take to get folks using the platform well. And I guess, or I bet, and I totally believe it, that when you have a question, you're leading well by asking it because you're leading others to get the answers they're looking for. Because I bet you, and we've all been in these opportunities or these classes or courses or workshops when someone finally raises their hand. I don't want to be in front of my little screen. If somebody finally raises their hand, you're like, oh man, I'm glad they took the courage or took the initiative to ask that question because I had that question too. Same thing goes here. Email me your question to brian@brianhorvath.com and we'll answer it either here on the show or it'll be woven into the next week or so's topic or content. And I'm going to get back to you regardless. Either it's through this live or through an email personally directed to you. So go ahead and let me know what your question is. And we receive those every week and then be able to share those on the shows like you're watching now, listening to now. Or if it's a recording, you'll get access to that answer as well. So a reminder, today's LinkedIn and every LinkedIn weekly Q&A I do is at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Add it to your calendar. Get reminded about it within Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching this right now. Twitter, even now, I can post on Twitter. So live content. So glad you're here if you're following on or watching or viewing on Twitter. And every Wednesday. So today's topic is, of course, I mentioned how you can use LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn while you're in a job search. And let me go back. I think I actually didn't explain the rest of them. Not just when you're unemployed or you're in a job search, but you're unfulfilled. Maybe you're even watching this right now on your break and you're going, how can I use LinkedIn to change the work environment that I'm in today? How can I take next steps to do something different? Okay. And so you have unemployed and you have folks that are unfulfilled. And if you're unfulfilled, you have to ask yourself some questions. Why? Sometimes all the times it starts with us. That's a whole nother opportunity for me to share about LinkedIn. But where's your attitude, right? Where's your attitude? Think about that. How can you better seek to serve your employer or the team you're working on, and so on and so forth. The other reason you could be here is maybe you're underemployed. You like what you do, but you're not working as many hours as you need to be to cover your household expenses and to have a lifestyle and to save and to be generous and so on and so forth. Or maybe you don't like what you do and you're looking to do something else, but you need this for right now. Maybe you're underemployed. Okay. Maybe you're misemployed. You're in the right job, but you're in the wrong company. You're in the right company, but you're in the wrong job. And it's just not adding up. All these things point to an opportunity for you to use LinkedIn and a job search. And you might want to save this video for even later. So when the time comes when you find yourself there, if you don't find yourself there now, you can just archive this video or save this video, bookmark this video for later. And when you need it, it will be here for you. But I'm going to give you 3 must-dos to advance your career. 3 must-dos to advance your career. But before we get into that, let me go ahead and do a quick review of last week. And you can find this video on YouTube. I post all these videos on YouTube right after I'm done with these, within the day or so actually, but I start working on putting them into format where YouTube can receive them and they can be posted for you to watch these LinkedIn Live Q&As, whether you just want to listen to them or watch them or so on and so forth. They're out there to serve you in your career, to help you know, live, and love the purpose for your career. Quick review from last week, we talked about how to build and benefit from a LinkedIn group. A LinkedIn group is not the best group to have maybe necessarily. You hear a lot about Facebook groups. Facebook is kind of the king of having groups that will add value to people's lives. But while you're on LinkedIn, you should consider being a part of a group. And definitely if you're not, or you should consider launching your group. And if you're not launching one, you should definitely be a part of one or many. But I shared last week some 3 key areas where you can help you to build and benefit from a LinkedIn group. So you can not only be found in groups, but you can connect with people who you can help as well. So you can seek to serve others who are maybe in similar shoes like you are. But the 3 things we talked about last week was how to create a group, how to, the ins and outs, the practical side of creating a group, how to go about the steps to do that. And then we talked about how to craft and curate content to add to your group so you have more people join you. There's value for them to join your group. There's opportunities for discussion, opportunities for learning, opportunities for interaction and community, which leads me to the third one. You got to be a champion of community. You want to be a champion of community. You want to be able to go out and invite people to join your group, share your group with people, and then introduce people within your group to each other. So be a bridge, be a beacon of light, bring people in, and be a bridge in your group as you build community. And one of the huge side benefits and opportunity is not that you only get to connect with people, that's number one, but number two is you get to have keywords within your profile and within your group where recruiters and hiring managers and folks that want to help you or hire you to help them solve a problem they're experiencing because you're the solution. You have more ways to have keywords in your profile and in the LinkedIn database, in the LinkedIn platform that will point back to you so you could be found by those people looking to hire a solution to their problem. Okay, so that's how to build and benefit from LinkedIn groups. How to build and benefit from LinkedIn groups. That's what we talked about last week. But today, what we want to talk about, drum roll, right? Drum roll, please. Remember on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when Clark Griswold was out there with all the lights and there was the drum roll, his whole family needed to be fools of themselves out in the cold. I'm here, I'm inside, it's fall, it's beautiful here in Florida. Still a little hot, but better than what it was, but definitely not as nice as it was on my trip up to Virginia and Georgia and so on and so forth. But today, how to use LinkedIn while in a job search, 3 must-dos to advance your career. Number 1, be active. If you're going to be using LinkedIn while in a job search, well, you got to actually use it. It sounds silly, but I'm going to give you 3 B's to do. And the first B is to be active, which means I want to encourage you to build in some space, some LinkedIn space within your calendar each and every day for at least a half an hour. Trying to get too far down the rabbit trail after half an hour, but I think half an hour is good for you to do a couple things. There's not a ton of notes today, but you can rewind this or listen to this again. One thing I want you to do is, of course, you got to have a profile, right? So if you don't have one, you're listening to this, maybe you're just getting geared up to actually start having a profile. You want to be active on it, which means you need a profile. And to be active on it, I want you to be connecting with people. I want you to be connecting with people. Right, going out and building connections, inviting people to join your network, creating an opportunity for them to join yours. But for you to be active, you need to first set aside some time every single day to be on it. Check out some articles, click some buttons. You're not going to break anything. Figure out some of the technology, right? And you can learn a lot about the technology in some of my other videos and all that. But you got to have a profile that's actually readable. It's organized. It has content within it, okay? Something that helps you to be active is to be found by folks searching for you, and the way there's found in searching for you is through keywords in your profile. Because honestly, all LinkedIn is a database of keywords, and then the technology of what makes it the graphical interface of it all sits on top of these keywords, right? So if keywords is the foundation, I call it kind of LinkedIn, the currency of the platform. Your keywords is the currency. It helps create connection between you and other people. And then on top of that sits all the graphical interface, the pretty, pictures and the profile covers and the profile photos and, all the little, the bells and whistles we add, their endorsements, their recommendations, the featured section, content, any kind of media, any kind of, whatever you put on there. That all sits on top in a visual way, but it's all rooted down into keywords. And keywords are what people are searching for. It's what people are reading. It's going to help you to be found. So for you to be found, you got to be active. You got to be connecting with people. You need to have keywords in your profile. You need to have your profile built out where it's actually readable, understandable, and once you're inviting people to stay a while, right? It's kind of like having a house party or having house guests. If you're hospitable, if you make the environment a happy place to be in, people want to stay a while. Make your LinkedIn profile an opportunity for people to stay a while, to read more about you, to gain an understanding about who you are, what you do, how you do it, and not only what you've done in the past, but what you can do for them in the future, right? So you want to be active in your profile, tweaking it every day, adding to it every day, posting articles maybe, or liking content from people, or sharing comments, right? Maybe even posting a video or two. I know a guy, one of my former clients within LinkedIn, he's doing videos every day, highlighting people, sharing with people opportunities to connect. He's giving people, he's serving people with these videos. And John, go get him, man. You're actually amazing. I love seeing you serve people. And by the way, he's searching for a position still in customer success with companies that have software as a service. He wants to help lead clients to maximize their use of the software they're purchasing so they stay clients for life, happy customers for life. And he's sharing that, but he's also sharing videos and content. He's serving people. Way to go, John Del Missier. Look him up. DELMISSIER. Go connect with John. You'll love it. He's a great dude. He's up in Charlotte, I believe, North Carolina. So anyway, he's active on the profile. He's finding unique and creative ways to engage to help separate himself from other folks looking for work. And I believe it's going to do great things for him. And who knows, God may lead him in a way he never thought he'd go. So again, John, great work. He's being active on the profile. So that's just some quick tips. There's a whole bunch more I can give you, but this is a short program, right? Number 2 is to be awesome. Well, you can be awesome in a lot of ways, but what I mean by being awesome is being yourself, being real. Not hiding behind LinkedIn, social media, is trying to look your best because somebody else has done something, this, that, or the other. I want you to be awesome. I want you to be you. I want you to be authentic. I want you to be transparent to where it makes sense to be transparent. But I also want you to showcase the value you add. I want you to get beyond just a little bit of the job descriptions you have. So in experience, you can tell people right where you worked, what you've done in the past. And too many folks are not showcasing all the value they brought to those clients or to those companies that they work for or employed by. You don't want to just list where you've been. You want to list and then tell a little bit about what you did at the organization. Have some bullet points. Highlight what we call star stories in the career development or career transition, career coaching industry. What situations did you face? What tasks were you asked to perform? What actions did you specifically take? And what were the results that came out of that? Okay. And using numbers, using quantitative and qualitative information and data to help celebrate and showcase you being awesome. Okay. And you want to do that for every single role. Here's a quick little tip too to be awesome. Make it easy to read. Make it easy to read and to be scanned, not only by the computer, but by a human being. Being awesome means being succinct, being clear, telling a story, and then giving specific backup data. Maybe even getting a couple testimonials from people you worked with, or people you worked for, or colleagues, or partners, or folks that you teamed up with on a project or a service. Okay? You want to be awesome by having third-party endorsements. Right? People are always going to say, I'm not in sales. We're all in sales. When you're in a job search, you are selling, you are promoting, you are sharing, you are helping other folks gravitate towards you because you share enthusiasm. You have hopes and dreams and goals and ambitions. People want to run the race of life with you, right? Be awesome, be yourself, and be authentic. But also remember that you are in sales. You're basically, all sales is transferring from you to others enthusiastically how you can serve them, right? And I say, what do you do best? Identify that stuff, understand that, what you do best, and how do you seek to serve who needs it most? Make sure your profile says that. Make sure your profile says that. So that's being awesome. Being active, being awesome. Being active in your awesome. Right? Okay. Number 3, and we'll get to wrapping up here, is be accessible. Be accessible. If someone communicates with you, well, let me back up. Being accessible means you create opportunities for people to connect with you. Not just being a LinkedIn open networker, which is called LION, L-I-O-N, LinkedIn open networker. Put that in your profile that you're a LinkedIn open networker and tell folks what your email address is or what your phone number is and how they could text you or call you to communicate with you. Okay. And do that in groups as well, where you meet people and you have a common interest or common bond, a common goal. Connect with those people. Give them your email. Give them your phone number and all that stuff. Email, phone number, maybe a website, links to any content you've done. Be accessible. Let them see the real you with being active, being awesome, but then being accessible. Making sure that in your settings for privacy, you have your email listed so people can connect with you if they want. Yeah, sure, you may get some spam. Yeah, sure, you may get some unwanted solicitations. So what? Flip the script on that and solicit them. What I mean by that is serve them. What do they do? How can you come alongside them? Can that person that's knocking on your door to maybe sell you something or promote you an opportunity because they have your email address, what could you offer them? What questions could you ask them? What could you learn from them? And hey, I do it too. I'm like, I don't want a solicitation. Delete. I don't want someone trying to sell me something. Delete. As a coach or consultant or speaker, I can never have enough business, but it's got to be the right business. But people are always trying to sell, prospects or leads. I don't want all that stuff per se, but I try to sometimes offer it to them. I start a dialogue with them. Do you like what you do? What exactly do you do? How long have you been doing that? Just engage in some way, shape, or form that makes sense to you, and you may never know. You never know where it may lead. It could lead you to them connecting you to someone in their network. Okay. And that's some stuff I go into deep in some of the coaching courses that I have, how you can harvest information from people's profiles in an honoring, respectful, with integrity, and just respecting everybody involved. But how you can get connected to those people that they may be connected to, and who knows, they open the door prospecting to you for something, and you could turn it around in a good way, positive way, where it's a win-win-win for everybody. So that's what I mean by being accessible. Don't just be behind the ones and zeros of a computer program or of a software platform like LinkedIn. Be active, be awesome, and be accessible. Give people ways to connect with you, the real person that you are. Let people see your profile photo. Let people see your cover profile. I know people are going, well, I don't want my boss to know I'm on LinkedIn, searching for a role or whatever like that. Just trust. People will connect with you more and help you more when they can see your face. When you're a real person, be real, be authentic, be accessible. So folks, that's the 3 ways today how to use LinkedIn. How to use LinkedIn when you're in a job search. The 3 must-dos to help you advance your career. And they're very simple. If you want to go into more depth into keywords, you want to go more depth into call to actions, you want to go more depth into how to write copy or content for your profile, I share that in other YouTube videos. I share that in some of my courses that I do. And I got something I'll talk to you about in a little bit about the next exciting course I'm going to share. But as we wind down today, I want you to use my email. I want to be accessible to you. Go to brian@brianhorvath.com. Email me at brian@brianhorvath.com and let me know, what did you hear today that prompted a question? What did you like today? What was confusing today to you? What did you not like? Whatever the case may be, let's have a dialogue. I'm going to be accessible to you. I'm giving you my email address, brian@brianhorvath.com. I check it every day. It goes right to my phone, right to my computer. It's not some random email. That is my main email address. And I want you to ask me your question so I can share it with others right here on these LinkedIn Live Q&As. Ask me the question right there. You'll see you can get a hold of me. Next week's live, I invite you to join me. Put it in your calendar, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Put it in your calendar. I'll be here live with you, looking to answer your questions, looking to get into your comments, and so on and so forth. What do you have? What do you need help with? Let's talk about it. Don't wait, and don't waste time thinking, oh, this might be a dumb question or another. Ask me now. Get on the program now. Share what question you have, because I guarantee others have it, and that's a great way to lead, by going first and leading the way. You can catch these LinkedIn Lives at facebook.com/thebrianhorvath. You can also catch them on YouTube live, but you'll get the recordings there as well. And I'm so glad you're with me today. Now, something I've been working on, I've had my book, Your Purpose, How to Know It, Live It, Love It, for a while. And if you're kind of questioning, Brian, I am at a job search, but I just don't know what I want to do next. I don't even know what my purpose is. What can I do? What should I do? I have an awesome book for you. I've taken my ebook, put it into an audio form where I actually read the book. It's my words. It's my voice, my inflections. It's a cool thing. brianhorvath.com/audiobook. You can download it there for only $7. I really encourage you to go get it. brianhorvath.com/audiobook. your purpose, how to know it, live it, love it. It's really going to help you with spiritual stuff, emotional stuff, practical stuff, so you can go ahead and move forward in your career. You don't want to miss getting that book. Or BrianHorvath.com/audiobook. It'd be a privilege and a pleasure to have you download it, purchase it, download it, and then give me your feedback. Also, coming soon, I've been talking a lot about this today. A lot of things that we can cover, we cannot cover in a 30-minute show that's weekly. I have what's coming up, and if you want to get on the waiting list, you can email me at brian@brianhorvath.com. It's the Ultimate LinkedIn Profile. The Ultimate LinkedIn Profile. It's an online course and modules and groups and interaction, helping people, live coaching, group coaching, how to help you finally make the right connections on LinkedIn. And not just for if you're in a job search, but for always and forever, continually to building your network. It will bless you and help you both with your in or online networking, but also your in-person networking, using the Ultimate LinkedIn Profile as a home base, as a cornerstone, as a foundation to help you go out and make the right connections on LinkedIn so that you can not only know your purpose, you can also live your purpose. And I believe when you know it and live it, you're going to love it. And so get on my waiting list. Email me at brian@brianhorvath.com. Now, what fun today did we have, right? We went over the 3 must-dos for you to advance your career using LinkedIn while in a job search. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what your thoughts are. So thankful that you've been on this show with me today. Looking forward to helping you know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances.